The glass of water you're holding, its molecules have a history longer than humanity. They've been frozen in glaciers, churned in tropical storms, and maybe even sipped by a dinosaur. This is the eternal journey of water, the hydrological cycle. It's a grand recycling system, powered by a simple partnership. The sun provides the energy, heating oceans and lifting water vapor into the sky. Gravity does the rest, pulling it all back down as precipitation. When rain hits the land, a choice is made. Some water runs off into rivers, but much of it infiltrates the ground, seeping deep into underground aquifers. These hidden reservoirs hold the vast majority of our planet's accessible liquid fresh water. And this water doesn't move at a single speed. A molecule might spend just 9 days in the atmosphere before falling as rain. But if it percolates into a deep aquifer or freezes into an Antarctic ice sheet, its journey could pause for tens of thousands of years. This waiting period is called residence time. But we are changing the rhythm of this ancient cycle. Our concrete cities create impermeable shields, stopping water from soaking into the ground. Instead, it rushes into drains, causing flash floods. By cutting down forests, we reduce transpiration, the process of plants releasing water vapor, which can actually lead to less local rainfall. We are pumping groundwater from those ancient aquifers far faster than nature can possibly refill them. The water cycle isn't just a diagram, it's the planet's pulse, and our actions are causing it to beat irregularly.